The off-season routine of today's NHL players is a fascinating glimpse behind the scenes. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these athletes really taking a break, or is their summer just as intense as the regular season? Plus, have you ever wondered why hockey games are divided into 3 periods instead of halves or quarters like many other sports? This question often escapes notice, yet its answer reveals a lot about the game's history and evolution. Welcome to the Red Light Newsletter, your go-to for all things hockey from The Athletic. Even though it's mid-August and the puck isn't dropping yet, it's the perfect moment to start thinking about the upcoming season and training camps just around the corner in September. So what exactly are NHL players doing during their off-season? A few weeks ago, we asked for your toughest hockey questions, and one of the standout inquiries was all about how NHL players manage their summer routines. Are they relaxing lakeside, waiting idly for camp, or are they hitting the ice day after day, grinding through workouts and practice? To answer Jordan Kay's question, what does an NHL player's training schedule look like during the summer? When do they start skating again? Do they arrive at training camp fully prepared, or does the camp itself get them into shape? I can draw from over 15 years of observing the league. NHL training camps kick off with intense, high-energy sessions from day one. Coaches are eager to roll out game plans, superstars are ready to perform, and younger players or minor leaguers fight hard for roster spots. The pace is fast and physical, making it thrilling to watch. To provide an insider's perspective, I spoke with Frankie Corrado, a former NHL defenseman for teams like the Canucks, Leafs, and Penguins, who also frequently participates in our hockey podcasts at The Athletic. He outlined a typical NHL offseason in 3 phases. Phase 1, recovery. After wrapping up the grueling regular season and playoffs, players often take a few weeks completely off. This break helps them heal both mentally and physically. Then they gradually begin correcting bad habits and focusing on rehabilitating their bodies through gym work, targeting the wear and tear from the demanding schedule. Phase 2, strength and power. This stage emphasizes heavy lifting to rebuild muscle mass or even bulk up if necessary. Skating is limited during this time to allow for body recovery. The initial on-ice sessions usually start in early July when free agency winds down. Phase 3, speed and explosiveness. As August arrives, players spend more time on the ice, often practicing 4 or more times a week, while gradually reducing gym weights. This phase sharpens their skating speed and explosiveness to prepare them for the competitive environment of training camp. Corrado notes, by Labor Day, players are essentially ready to hit camp at 100% unless they're nursing injuries. Switching gears, another hot topic from your questions revolves around contracts. Specifically, will there be a surge of 8-year deals before the new collective bargaining agreement, CBA, kicks in? Pat S. asked, should we expect teams to push on these long contracts between now and the new CBA's effect? And how might GM strategies shift? Insight from Team Insiders suggests that the updated CBA won't actually come into force until September 2026, which means there's still ample opportunity for clubs to sign players to lengthy contracts, including superstars like Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel, and Kirill Kaprizov, whose deals expire this season. If these elite talents want security in the form of 8-year contracts, teams are willing to oblige. More intriguingly, this trend isn't limited to marquee names. Several mid-level players have recently landed maximum-length contracts, a notable example being Trent Frederic securing an 8-year deal with the Oilers to bolster their bottom 6 forwards. The Hurricanes followed suit by offering similarly lengthy restricted free agent contracts to promising players like K'Andre Miller, Logan Stankoven, and Jackson Blake. This strategy aims to maximize value. Teams benefit from a lower average annual value AAV, and if the salary cap continues its upward trajectory, potentially surpassing $120 million, these young players could evolve into key contributors at a bargain. Looking ahead, star players will likely claim a larger share of the salary cap pie. Many teams have significant cap space and are eager to land top-tier talent, creating upward pressure on salaries for premier centers and defensemen. Being a top 2 center or a leading defenseman could be more lucrative than ever, especially for players eager to hit the July 1st free agency market. The new CBA's limits on contract length, front-loading, and bonuses mean there's less room for creative deal structures. This essentially forces teams to pony up higher salaries to retain their best players, as the luxury of manipulation evaporates, leaving only straightforward financial commitments. For those hungry for more detailed insight, my latest NHL mailbag tackles these topics in depth, answering many fan questions about the offseason and its impact on the league. Now, on to a classic hockey mystery that even many fans overlook. Why are hockey games divided into 3 periods, especially when many sports use halves or quarters? The answer takes us back to the sport's early days. Originally, hockey games resembled basketball or soccer, split into 2 halves with a single break. But starting around the 1910-11 season, the National Hockey Association, the NHL's predecessor, introduced a 3-period structure. This change served several practical purposes. 1. Ice conditions. Before the invention of the Zamboni machine, the ice deteriorated quickly during play. Adding 2 intermissions instead of 1 allowed for resurfacing, helping maintain good ice quality. 2. Player freshness and pace. More breaks helped players recover, enabling a faster, more intense style of play throughout the game. 3. Fan experience and concessions. Additional breaks meant more chances for fans to visit concession stands, boosting arena revenues. Remarkably, over 115 years later, these reasons still hold true. Modern ice resurfaces are done approximately every 20 minutes to maintain optimal skating conditions. The 2 intermissions keep players fresher, enabling high-paced hockey, and yes, fans still appreciate those beer and snack breaks. The first official 3-period professional game took place in December 1910 in the NHL, featuring some legendary players. This little historical tidbit doesn't just satisfy trivia nerds, it gives us insight into how tradition and practicality shaped the sport we love. Before we wrap up, here's your chance to join the conversation. Which NHL teams do you believe will make the biggest leaps forward next season? Which ones might stumble or take a step back? We're gathering your bold predictions for the next newsletter. Don't miss out. Share your hot takes via our quick survey. In our ongoing coverage, our team of hockey writers keeps the stories flowing, even in the off-season, from an NHL mom's innovative quest to build the best.